There are a lot of opportunities that you get to socialize in college really. The most common place to socialize would probably be the dining hall, which will be open for 1.5 to 2 hours every day in the evening, and that's where you're most likely to bump into people and get to know them. Also, there are a lot of parties that happen on the weekend. Again, a great way of socializing. And finally, you make a lot of friends just hanging around in the common room of your college or the building that you're living in. So typically there's a lot to do on the weekend. You'll spend a part of your weekend writing some assignment that is due. There'll be a lot of parties to go to on the weekend. There are a lot of extracurricular and sporting activities. In fact, most sporting activities happen on the weekend. So there's a lot to keep you occupied on the weekend. So there are various societies that are there in the university. For example, you could have India societies in almost all universities, Pakistan societies. Most societies would organize a play, maybe organize a party, invite someone over for a lecture. During a festival of that country, they might organize activities. That's predominantly what these societies do. Every university provides a lot of accommodation facilities. For most undergrads, they are guaranteed university accommodation in the first year. It's common to get university accommodation in your second year also. But by the third year, because there's shortage of accommodation, the university might want you to move out, go off campus, because by then you're more familiar with your surroundings. There are wardens to maintain discipline in the hostel, and they can be pretty strict about a lot of things. For example, if you're making a lot of noise in your room, the music is blaring past 11 p.m. at night, they can be very strict if you have a lot of guests visiting. Typically, you're not allowed to have guests living in your room for more than 2 nights in the entire term. Hostels can be single sex or co-ed, but mostly they're co-ed in the UK. Yeah, when you're living in hostel, you might find yourself very often in a situation where you have to share bathrooms. When you're living in a hostel, then most floors will have 1 or 2 kitchens, and you can easily go and cook in the kitchens. It's a great idea to live in one of your college hostels in the first 2 years of the undergraduate program at least, because that's the place where you'll get to meet a lot of people. There'll be people hanging out in the common room, there are dining halls, a lot of parties happen in the college, and it's basically just a great place to be, to get a feel and interact with people. The most common way of finding accommodation off campus is talking to your seniors who might have lived off campus in the past and asking them where they live, what are good areas to live. Or there'll always be websites on the university site itself which will tell you where you can go and find accommodation. It's always much safer to live on campus than it is off campus, but one of the things that you factor in when you choose where you're going to be living off campus is safety. That's why it's important to go talk to your seniors, find out where people lived, whether it was a safe area. Of course, if you go and choose to live in a place which is very far from the university, yes, it could be very unsafe. Therefore, it's always good to try and find a place which is centrally located when you're living out of your college hostel. While studying in the UK, one must travel to Europe. There are always great deals that you find on Ryanair Airways, or there are a lot of other low-cost airlines. So it's just a great idea to go there for short weekends. Within the UK, people would go to Scotland, they would go to Wales, they would go to the Lake District, which is extremely beautiful, they'd go to Bath. There are a lot of places to go even within the UK if you just want to make a day trip or an overnight trip. Within the UK, the best way to travel would be trains or buses. Traveling outside of the UK, best way is to travel by air, and especially because there's so many low-cost carriers. The culture among college-going students in the UK is basically to work hard and party hard. That depends on which city you're in. In a bigger city like London, you might find it easier to get your way around, also because there are people from so many diverse backgrounds. It's a very metropolitan city, so you might find a lot of people from your own nationality, and therefore might find it easier there than you would in some smaller towns. So when you go to study to the UK, I don't think you need to change your personality dramatically or change who you are. You should be open to change, be willing to adapt a little bit, but at the same time, I don't think you should let go of who you are. College campuses typically are very diverse. You'll have people from different nationalities, different backgrounds. So it's a great learning experience also. Festivals are celebrated on campus because very often they are societies. Like, for example, you might have the India Society, which will do a lot of activities around the time of Diwali or Holi. So yes, you will get a chance to celebrate your national festivals. So when you go to the UK, to begin with, there is going to be a cultural shock, but it's not going to be a huge culture shock because it's a country which has people from a lot of diverse backgrounds, so you're very likely to find people from your own nationality, and that will help you adjust and adapt. But having said that, you should be willing to change a bit and be open, and I think that's the only way you can get over the culture shock. It's very important to get health insurance when you go to study, and you must get it during the first week itself. In the first week of college, you will have orientation, and they will guide you on how to go about opening bank accounts and getting health insurance. In the UK, typically you will find a lot of international cuisine restaurants, so it's not difficult to find food from different countries. Eating out in the UK is actually quite expensive, so it's perhaps better to eat mostly on campus in your college dining hall because that's highly subsidized. There are certain things that you should buy and take when you go to the UK because it is very expensive, things like stationery, linen. At the same time, however, things like overcoats, one shouldn't buy and go. It's best to go and buy those kind of things there. So there is funding available, full funding that is available, but very hard to get for international students. But what there is that there are always smaller bursaries, grants that different colleges might have. So when you're applying, it's worth going online and checking what are the smaller grants that are to offer.